This is Mr. Marcus Gibbs, and you're watching FrontRowFanatics.com. Ooh!
Hey, how y'all doing there, me lads and lassies? I'm making fun of Ginger Joel Gibson as I'm drinking some Mickey's Irish cheap-ass malt liquor. Welcome back to the old Irish version of Front Row Fanatics. Anyway, all bullshit being said, Joe Gibson, we'd love to have you here on Front Row Fanatics if you ever want to. We'll ask Rampage to see if she can get up with the Gibson camp. And
have you called the Gibson camp? And
I've left several messages and I've sent some emails and I haven't gotten anything
Joe
back.
Gibson, not a big fan of the Front Row Fanatics, but hey, we have an open forum. If you want to come on here and get some stuff off your chest, or just behave yourself and come on here and let it loot, let it rip. Dude.
That's right, you're more than welcome to. But anyway, we're continuing with our review of Ultimate Wrestling's Rampage. So with that being said, take it away, Internet.
Okay, the next thing that happened was Death Row came to the ring carrying the baseball bat covered in barbed wire.
Love that thing.
And his Money in the Bank briefcase, which gives him a title shot at any time he wants. And he basically came in the ring and said he wouldn't need the bat anymore. And he said later in the evening he was going to announce when he was going to cash in his Money in the Bank contract. And he also said that from here on out, he was going to be putting that Money in the Bank contract on the line to whoever wanted to try to take it from him. And as it would happen, the party gras, Justin Stone, came out. And he put forth a noble effort, but in the end, Death Row killed him with the big boot.
Well, you can say anything you want about Party Gras, Justin Stone. He's happy-go-lucky, he's too friendly, he's too this, he's too that. But he went in there, he went toe-to-toe with Death Row and took a serious beating and kept getting back up for more before Death Row put him down with the boot. The previous show there in Milton, he and Marcus Gibbs with the Bourbon Street brawl, blah, blah, blah. Chief Mickey's Joe Gibson's favorite. He and Marcus Gibbs had the Bourbon Street brawl, and they rock and rolled and scrapped all over the whole auditorium there in another seriously physically demanding contest. Justin Stone is one tough customer, so, fans, you shouldn't sell him short just because he's happy and throwing the beads and all that. Justin Stone can whip some ass. Unfortunately, he was on the receiving end of an ass whooping from the beast Death Row, which 9 times out of 10, whoever Death Row's opponent is going to take an ass whooping.
Right. So, with that being said, we're going to move on to the next match, which was the Ultimate Legend, the Black Sheep, Bobby Doll, with Uncle Jim.
That's right.
He took on Milton's own Johnny Rebel. And this
was afraid of the big bad ghost, Johnny Rebel.
I guess Johnny Rebel is. For fans that were there, there was a power outage earlier in the night, and on the Ultimate News and Rumors, they said that Johnny Rebel basically had to be restrained. He thought the place was haunted. So, yeah. With that being said, this was a pretty good matchup, but the cagey veteran Bobby Doll got the best of Johnny Rebel. Some people say that Bobby Doll hit him with a cane, with Uncle Jim's cane. I didn't see it from my vantage point. I know Uncle Jim intervened a little in the match. I guess he saw some shenanigans by Johnny Rebel. But in the end, Bobby Doll rolled him up 1, 2, 3.
Well, he had to make up for all that other shenanigans going on from them hillbillies there. That was the Johnny Rebel hillbillies over there, So Uncle Jim had to kind of even the odds. And, but I will say this about Johnny Rebel. He looked 150% better in this match than he did at the last show that we watched him wrestle at. His match with Turbo Ted was, in my opinion, lackluster. We didn't do a review of that show. That match, Ted was giving a very good effort, but Johnny Rebel, I don't know, he just wasn't in it. That match sucked, but he looked 150% better. I don't know if the ghost scared him before the match, with the power outage and everything, but Johnny Rebel finally looked like the young potential blue chip prospect that people were talking about him. When he came to Ultimate, he's got all the physical tools, good
amazing physique.
He's got some ability. Maybe it took the ghost or some humiliation from the Ultimate Legend to, light a fire in him, wound his pride a bit, or get him to, to get more intense.
Right, he did come off that injury he received at the hands of Death Row. He injured his back. I'm not sure if it was a muscle or cracked rib or what, but, to his benefit, he did come in there. He gave it his all. But like I said, you're going in there up against, somebody trying to bring class back to wrestling, Bobby Dahl. So Bobby Dahl was your winner.
And after the match, Johnny Rebel said, Bobby Dahl, you better watch your back, because wherever you're at, Johnny Rebel is going to be there. So I don't know, maybe he's going to turn into a stalker because he's jealous of Bobby Dahl, the flashy robes and, having someone with Uncle Jim's acumen as his manager or whatever.
Right.
But he said he is going to be hunting Bobby Dahl down. So that's something we need to keep an eye on in the coming weeks and months in Ultimate Wrestling.
I like what Bobby Dahl said about Milton. It was the armpit of the country.
Yeah, and it's I've said before, and I will continue to say, the armpit there of Milton. What's with you people, man? Jesus Christ Almighty! Are we in a morgue, a cemetery? What the hell?
Church.
Yeah, church. Make some noise for God's sake, man! It's just so incredibly depressing for me as a fan watching these wrestlers out there busting their ass to entertain you, and everybody's sitting there gnawing on some popcorn there, and spitting out a little bit of dip, or talking to grandma or something,
Right.
farting, burping, belching, scratching private places or something. Show these wrestlers some respect and some appreciation. Make some noise, Pain Lord, who took a recent road trip to WIW in Panama City where they had a good crowd. Check out the videos and listen to that crowd. They damn sure weren't sitting on their hand. They were making some noise. So, Ultimate Wrestling fans, especially the Milton ones, you need to make some noise. Sorry, I had to rant there a little bit.
No, that's okay. Hey, that's what it's all about. Our next match pitted the First Sons of Ultimate, T.A. Jones and Pure Doug Pitt, against some newcomers, White Trash.
But wait a minute, we kind of got the high sign there from Alexander Page that we're kind of running a little bit short on time. Plus, I'm getting thirsty to drink some more cheap-ass malt liquor. Maybe have a cigarette or something. I don't know. A Slim Jim, beef jerky, whatever, but we're going to take a short break and we'll be back.